team that's able to achieve it. Oh, I was going on my little speech there, but the game is live. I better throw it over to you guys. Can I get some official predictions, please?
Oh my god, I would say 3 maps and I'll go for AMKAL.
AMKAL as well.
All right, with that being said, let's head on over to our casters, 2 of the best in the business. Sponge and Machine, over to you.
Thank you very much, fellas. Yes, we are given the pleasure of bringing you 9 Pandas versus AMKAL, best of 3, with all of those juicy ramifications and stakes that, of course, the desk have highlighted. On the right side of your screens, AMKAL taken to the T side. We've got Krad, Travis, Icy, Forrester, and Nickelback. And on the CT side, Seized, a familiar name, alongside Klax, iDISBALANCE, Dilladez, and Glowing. Boosting up towards the first fight, and Nickelback, he'll take Dilladez down quickly. Glowing has to respond. Now that smoke could be disrespected, and that's what Glowing's spamming for. It's good. Finds the head of Nickelback, so he's managed to at least disbalance. Well, I was about to say knock them off balance, but disbalance has taken down Icy as well. So a man advantage. Glowing could find more as they try and plant. Travis happy to juke out and take some fights. It's not an uncomfortable hold for the 3 of them if they can find that first. Krad spotted out, double swing, and yeah, too much for him to handle. Krad going for the multi-kill, needs to reload. They're getting overwhelmed here and not finding the precise headshots as I say that. Solid hold from Krad. A triple to start him off.
Yeah, beautiful work there from the likes of Krad and Forrester. You add Nickelback into the mix and you get yourself an Entropic core. Once upon a time at the Majors, adding 2 new names into the mix alongside of them, Travis and Icy. But that could have gone horribly wrong if you were that of AMKAL. Unfortunate deaths after a beautiful opener. Glowing just looking a bit sketched out, and iDISBALANCE with a fortunate one spamming his USP. As they make their way back in, just aim mapping with these Glocks. Quite a simple approach over towards B, and really it comes down to that opener. You see the nade not getting exchanged in time as we have a Zeus in the hands of Disbalance. Now let's see if he can get up to any cheeky business behind the half wall.
I love me a Zeus. Buffed into CS2. No damage fall off anymore, so you hold an angle and you connect it, you track them. They're dead men.
Insta-gib on the shortest of varieties.
Monster kill.
We liked it in Quake, didn't we? That was a good bit of fun. But an eco essentially for 9 Pandas, give or take a Zeus or 2. Already with a lot of short pressure, nobody towards apps, nobody towards pit. So a lot of the angles that AMKAL would have to worry about. Sure, they'll have to clear them. Flash forward, Mac-10 in, spinning around, and... Okay, well, Glowing and Klax will hit the deck.
Whoa. Sounded much scarier than it was.
Yeah, this should just be clean up crew, aisle 6. As Icy at range with the Mac-10. Now, iDISBALANCE, still hanging out, still chilling. Still relaxing, still seeing if he can have a shocking debut in towards this round. Maybe his 3rd, and he will. There you have it. The Zeus, it pays off. Cheeky with it. Gets a kill, but that's all. Was it worth it? Well, maybe if you got it at the start of the round. Towards the end, doesn't really count for a whole lot. The guns will be coming out. Now, Alex, I want to remind everybody of the last chance qualifier.
Do.
If you lose this series today, you will be hanging around in Bucharest until next week, late next week, Friday and Saturday, where the last chance qualifier, that's the 3 teams who lose 2-3 in Group A and the 3 teams who lose 2-3 in Group B will go into a last chance qualifier for one final spot for the European side of things to qualify for the major. Now, you don't want to find yourself there. You don't want to find yourself there at all. So what I will say, Alex, is burn the boats. There's no way back, no way forward. Try and get it done right here, right now.
Yeah, it's your best bet. Not a comfortable place to find yourself.
Especially with the names we might see trickle down out of Group B. A whole lot heftier in terms of what those teams might be able to bring to the table. Molly HE combo, pressuring under porch. iDISBALANCE stands to deliver. Has a teammate on the tippy top of the roof. That will be Klax. They want to fight middle. Seized are still close as well. They know the mid control has not been taken.
Travis and Forrester vying for control. Disbalance and Seized directing a crossfire. That's a smoke down. 55 seconds.
I feel like you're going to need to take some control somewhere because AMKAL haven't taken banana control, but 9 Pandas aren't playing for info. It was top mid. Now, we always talk about this map. You want to make sure you retain control, either banana or brackets. So Krad, as he heads up, throws out some util, well, he applies pressure, but it is going to be towards A. It all comes down to this crossfire. Seized and Clax, the main two pieces, as iDISBALANCE will mainly be bait.
This is what they've been waiting for. This is the setup, and let's see how it works out. First one in, boosted up. Clax will find another, or at least contribute. However, with Krad and Forrester finding the frags necessary, it is going to be those B players that forced into a retake. So it all boils out nicely for AMKAL. Looking to post their third in the first gun round.
Still a very difficult retake, isn't it? The bomb's gone down, already ticking. You don't know where they get off to within the post plant, and you're late to the party.
Yeah, this is not fun for Dilladez or glowiing. Especially considering that post plant position from Forrester. That seems to have really sealed the deal. Krad is yet to reload, so that's a 10 bullets AK, and looks like this flank is a round winner. Catches a lovely timing, backs a turn. They're trying to piece together a way in, and it's Forrester that escorts them out.
Yeah, essentially with that top mid hold, you either want to buy enough time for that rotation to come in or essentially win the round. The fact that it's a 2v2, the rotation so far away, held at bay by that utility Krad had thrown out only moments earlier. I said iDISBALANCE was only meant to be bait. Well, he was involved in all three of these kills, two of them to his name, the third even with the assist. C's not getting anything done from that close corner on the long side.
I was surprised, just considering two towards the quad side. You expect backs are going to be turned. C's gets nothing done. 0-3 start for him. The desk discussing how these newer names on 9 Pandas have impressed. Mathieu pointing out that there's Dilladez, who's had some impact. Of course, we've seen iDISBALANCE on our screens before.
Yeah, Clax glowiing. I believe with C's, they were in a team with Travis once upon a time as well. So lots of links within the server here today. And I love this early mid pressure. Obviously, mulling off towards shore early. They're walking up. They're trying to limit how close the pistols can be and harassing our AMKAL. It's very threatening. They are going to apply more pressure.
Ooh, spotted the shadow. Does convert. Forrester continues where he left off last round.
They can wrap long easily. Look at the smokes that they place down.
Yeah, I mean, what's C's supposed to do?
Run through, I guess, when iDISBALANCE takes contact. If he takes contact. Oh, there it is, and it wasn't the type of contact they were hoping for. Not chaotic. Travis isn't committed up the long side. They'll still step into the line of fire. Dilladez grabs one on the CZ75. A light lick of damage, but with the AK, you might just want to back off and save.
Yeah, I think that's probably his best bet. He opts to take the fight to Nickelback.
Yeah, very difficult 1-on-4 to win, and maybe just wanting to limit the economy. There's been a lot of... what's a nice term I can go with? Questionable Counter-Strike, and in the green room, the sentiment seems to be it's just the pressure of the moment. People will have seen that Rops had a bit of a headline over there with HLTV. I want to make sure that I quote him correctly. But I think the general sentiment is that the pressure of the major, of the RMRs, it can be more than the major. Here it is. RMRs have more pressure than the major. That's a quote from Rops.
I would say that your general sentiment was bang on.
Yeah. So, but you can understand why, right? And we can't say for certain, and I think anybody does. I'm looking at you, Owner Pixel, who says that the sticker money is guaranteed to be a certain amount of money, right? Quoting off of the last one. That's not really a reasonable consideration. We don't know exactly how much is going to be purchased or crowdfunded. That's something that we have no idea about. We know what the last one was, or roughly. Right? We've heard some figures, we've heard some numbers. It's astronomical money.
We can average it out, but that is still just estimations.
Well, I can tell everybody back when I was playing, and I got my signature sticker back in the day, I made $12,000 US.
Okay. And
so you know how far that went?
Not far.
I think it covered rent for about half the year.
Yeah, not bad.
That was about it.
I got a signature in Dota.
Oh, yeah? What did that get you?
Meal for 2.
Okay. Well,
nice wine.
Hey, big spender. But obviously in Counter-Strike in recent times, and you could draw some conclusions, right? You could say, hey, well, guess what? This is the first CS2 major. We're expecting big sales, but you never know. Is this banana control being vied for? Log smoke in, Krad jumping and leaping and, wow, finding a frag, glowing, dead.
I don't think I'll be leaving a glowing review for his opening maneuver.
Pour that glass of wine.
Yeah, it's iDISBALANCE forced into a defensive stance on the B site. Molotov's in, smoke up. He's having a walk around.
Oh, and they're rotating. So as they head back towards middle, is this going to be about applying pressure to take space and continue to keep 9 Pandas moving? Or is it a finish? Because we can see the radar, the top left, the A site is essentially open.
My thoughts,
guarded
exactly.
from long. But the key again, and we talk about this, Alex, is either having brackets control or banana control. Well, they have brackets info.
which means these B defenders are expecting action. This is a powerful angle, very hard to jiggle out without getting caught out. He's actually going to throw out a smoke.
They're going to come through.
Diladez, what have you got? He's used a lot of his bullets. This is bait. It's working nicely for Disbalance to pluck one from the pack. Nickelback down. Rotations are in. They're yet to get into the site. Up Paul, caught on the jump. Oh, he nearly had the spray onto the double. Finished off. Disbalance is just racking him up. That's his triple kill, but watch out for Icy. Icy is a scary monster on this AWP. He's actually uncharacteristic miss there, which could have been a sequence into the clutch. Instead, it is going to be the CT's first survival.
Okay, a nice round to post there, and with that B defense in a 2-2 split, that bracket control, as you mentioned, the B defenders were well aware the hit was coming, but still very dangerous considering you're outnumbered. The rotation in, the flash over, and a couple of tidy frags. So great work there from the 9 Pandas. Now, I believe we covered them off earlier within the best of 1 stage, the 9 Pandas on this very map, and it was a streaky game, if I am remembering rightly. I think it was against Koi. It was a 13-11 scoreline, and it was one where it was a spree of 6 from Koi out the gates, and then 6 back from 9 Pandas. Oof, glowing.
There you go.
Yeah, he'll take that opening every day of the week. So this time, going to take Krad down, revenge from the previous, and Forrest has spotted him. He's just going to swing, surely.
Oh, yeah, covered by C's, warded off the angle. So that's info.
Fortunate.
Yeah, you know that there's at least one long and there's one short. Man set up. Forrester forward towards Balk. The removal of that rail. Changing some of the dynamics of this engagement. Klax, however, has kind of revealed his position in the mini pit through the trajectory of the incendiary. One hell of a shot from C's. Just a quick one tap using that scavenged AK-47 and putting it to good use. Nickelback's trying to claw something back out of this round. Crossfire is very potent here. Travis, yeah, deleted. C's is having a round here. Nickelback's doing everything tooth and nail to try and get into this A side, but it's seized round. There's no way in. Is there? Oh, if Nickelback had found Diladez, it was looking scary. Instead, Icy with only 9 HP. Oh, he's in trouble. So much trouble. Just a headshot could do it. Diladez secures it. C's happy with that. You can see on the cam. And there we have a very stable and very calm and collected round out of Diladez.
I think he's going to try and fight an AWP here. He will. So that one's going to be brought forward for iDISBALANCE. So well managed to make sure they pick up all the goodies required. But some tidy shots from C's in that one.
Yeah, right.
Looking to return to what would be his 13th major. His first major since 2018. Last time he attended it was with Flipside. And before that, well, he had attended 11 majors, Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a beauty. With Na'Vi, right? Na'Vi have attended every single major. And with that qualification yesterday, have made it 20. So the whole hog for Na'Vi. But Seized playing a large component in their early successes. The odds favoring AMKAL, I can understand why. I think having the Entropic core, I think I saw some conversation online about this AMKAL team being somewhat slept on. And I look at the names within the squad, and yeah, we know that they can pack a punch. Remember the likes of Krad and Forrester, we go all the way back to, was it Hard Legion? In Berlin?
Hard Legion?
Was it Hard Legion?
It sounds right.
Dream Eaters.
Dream Eaters?
Dream Eaters.
As well?
With Kinky?
Sviat?
Yes. Yeah. So we remember the names.
That was 2019. How was that 5 years ago?
Yeah, well, time.
Oh, it waits for no one.
Caesar's going to operate in this one with a auto shotgun.
Now, I'll be honest, Chad. If I just had the round Seized had with an AK-47, I'd feel pretty hard done by rocking the auto shotty.
But look, you're trying to make the dollars work here, Alex. Glowiing has to operate on an MP9 as well, so it ain't easy for anybody right now on the 9 Pandas side. AMKAL can get together another buy. Galils aplenty, AK in the mix, and a MAC-10 for Krad.
This is a product of Nickelback's handiwork. A very quick shot just to ward off and show that AWP's presence towards the B side of the map. Krad's not going to be too scared about that. Throws out the HE and takes the space. Ooh, Diladez, good to get away from that. Turns tail just in time.
I wonder now with this banana control if you just like a B execute, but maybe they're once bitten, twice shy after the previous scenario. They executed in towards that B bomb site. didn't have too much success before, and C's staying active with the shotty.
iDISBALANCE is here. After firing off that shot, they may be gonna find out the hard way. Very hard flick. And now they know.
Oh, they're up. So they've harassed top banana. They've got top mid control as well. Just under a minute to decide on the finish.
Okay.
Let's see, does he want more aggression? Is there a flash to make this possible? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, wow! Seized! Puts that shotgun to fantastic use. A triple pumping and full.
Still going to be a hard round. They're in towards the side. It is a 2-on-3 number advantage for 9 Pandas after that alligator munched them up, but they still need to be able to retake. Bomb gets planted, 40 seconds on the clock. Forrester already looking for some space in this post plant. It'll come down to how Dilladez approaches this situation. He should already be past Forrester. So if Forrester turns around, yes, and opens himself up, it could be a free B, but timing, it's a bitch.
Not going to go boiler side. He's actually heading towards
But
the Valve. They won't expect
the
this.
play.
Back is turned. Forrester, however, is going to strike onto iDISBALANCE. Glowing
tucked.
worried about that. Travis tucked. Forrester coming in from short side. It's not going to be comfortable. He has a good idea, but though, where's the bomb planted? Is it going to be easy for to defuse? Does he have a chance at this? Forrester should have this every day. Is there time?
I don't think so. This is going to be damn close.
Oh, this
right
would be one
down
hell of a
to
round.
the wire.
Oh! One hell of a clutch from Dilladez. How has he done that?
Whoa, that was the MP9 and the auto shotgun, the two weakest investments for the 9 Pandas in that round, doing all of the action.
How has he done that? The first is fine. The second is round defining. I mean, Forrester, he's just going to be punching himself thinking, damn, if I just waited half a second.
And he was low from the HEs towards top banana at the start of the round.
One bullet would have done it.
Whoa, dear.
Wow. That's mad. That is, I didn't see that one coming.
That's a
Dilladez.
huge round for 9 Pandas.
What a gift he has given them there.
Well, both teams, this is some pace. It's a change.
Yep, Nickelback, Travis running it up. Good trade. And iDISBALANCE and Clax to be tested. They are
Gap on
potentially
long.
wrapping longside. iDISBALANCE posted for that. Clax responsible for holding his AWP's side. Rosser in the back can disrupt as well with Krad. Jumps around the corner into the MP9.
He's one.
Needs to find this. iDISBALANCE, good for it. Travis down. Forrester now working out. And a missed shot from the AWP. Does Icy have it in him? Forrester will strike. It's the double. That is exactly what you needed from Forrester.
I thought he was netting his teammate there for a second.
Oh, wow. Glowiing gets spotted. HE's going to land right on his jaw. And Icy.
Another 1-on-2. He's third so far.
He's got this. He's got this. Working around the smoke. Ahead of it. They're both on the other side of this as he walks it through. This is perfect from Icy. Oh, they can't find him. He's a ghost on the site. Maneuvering beautifully, and another clutch to Icy's name.
Well, that's the thing. That's the third time he's been on a 1-on-2 situation. The first time he's actually been able to convert it. So great stuff from Icy there.
Yeah, but I mean, just in reference to the tournament, Icy has been having impact on impact for AMKAL.
And that should be able to break the financial situation of 9 Pandas, who will have to force buy in. It hasn't been pretty for either team. Nobody has what we would resemble a full buy. And look at it, 5 MP9s, Alex.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I saw the 5 MP9.
Oh dear, okay, well, on a map like this, with how claustrophobic the newer version feels, it can still pack a punch. Keep the back and forth nature of this game going. 3 over towards B right now for the defense of 9 Pandas. A retake the top banana control. Extinguish. Sandbags is theirs. Travis looking for space. Top mid can call it clear. More than call it clear, might clear it out himself.
Yeah, iDISBALANCE has been run down now, and it's Clax's turn. This MP9, what a shot! Just takes Travis's head off with a quick, clean burst. Nickelback does find the trade. It's long range. Seas has managed to claw it back. So awkward smoke.
Weird little plume there. HE not to report anything.
Icy should be set for success here. Glowing if he steps a toe out of line, but he's actually going to use that smoke to close the gap. Krad still in apps. Should guarantee the round. It's not planted for him, short side.
Caesar's a dead man.
Yeah, exactly. This is audible, so Krad should have him every day. Oh, never mind. They're going to get away with the save.
Saving 3 MP9s?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, well, I guess it's better than nothing, isn't it? Better than a swift kick in the teeth, but that still feels very miserable. Oh, they might lose it anyway. So Seized, audacious, goes down to Krad's Mac 10. He's now opened the door for the exits of Icy and Nickelback to retain something a little bit tidier. An AWP and a Galil retained. But you've got to give a bit of credit to Forrester, who's been having some impact in the game so far. One of those names that we thought was going to end up on one of the top Russian teams, but hasn't had that chance just yet. Very tidy is Forrester, but it's a 3-round gap that's now been accrued by AMKAL. Tactical timeout called by 9 Pandas. And well, what are you really going to discuss? We saved 2 MP9s. We have to take a save. With the loss bonus coming into the next, we will be able to full buy. We're essentially going to be handing over 7 rounds to the T side of AMKAL. Do they have anything in store? Could get some lighter upgrades into a few pistols. There's going to be that 2,900 loss bonus available into the next, so you just need to leave yourself around that 2K mark. So we can see a few upgrades.
Yeah, Seeds wants to win this one. He's actually spent a little more than he probably should, but it's in pursuit of a glorious 5-7 frag and round. They gamble.
If they get this stack correctly, right, we can already see that they can fight back. So just hoping that you've called correctly into this one. 9 Pandas. 4 towards A. Too long, too short. Just sees over towards B for now. Has smokes aplenty. Nice little cache highlighted there by our obs team. And aware of any aggression is AMKAL. So you can see this time around they won't be taking any risks. Long smoke deployed and will segregate the defense. Sees now. Once U2 has been pressuring elsewhere on the map, he will block over towards B.
This is channeling them into the stack behind the smokes. Glowing will be the first contact point. Yeah, leg sticking out. And oh, Klax! He's just pulled one off. A headshot through the smoke. It's coming together. They run straight into the lion's den, and only Krad can save them now.
Look at Forrester on Krad's cam. He was just losing his mind.
Yeah, knowing that this was supposed to be a very weak buy. They've walked straight into the stack, and that Klax Deagle headshot is led to the house of cards. Tumbling over, down goes Krad. Rifles galore, throw them to your teammates. Everyone should leave with something. And look at that! You came in with peanuts. You leave with AWPs, 5-7, AK Galil, everyone finding something. This is the Klax headshot. That's nuts. The first bullet out of his D.
Yeah, what is that about? And Glowing, did he realize how much he was giving away right there? Regardless, he was the burly. He was the chum in the water, and Forrester cannot quite believe it. Just walking up mid into their demise, and what should have been a 7-3 scoreline. 9 Pandas, they can tie things up at the half.
Oh yeah, they've got some resilience, haven't they? 9 Pandas. Now they can really add salt to the wound with a conversion of this one. A missed shot from Icy. Good spam, puts him on 3 HP. Dilladez nearly had it there. Klax boosted up. Disbalance under quad.
Yeah, this is a fragile setup. Unfortunately, they're not popping through with like Tech 9s and Mac 10s aplenty right now. Because all it takes is iDISBALANCE missing that first shot. So up banana, they'll head. CT's exchanging utility now. Retaining that top banana control with a bit of a classic. Does look like there is going to be a gap for Krad to work with as the rotation point of C is heading back over to bolster this B bomb site. A minute on the clock. As far as an execute goes from AMKAL, they do have 2 smokes. I'll make it 3. Could see the classic CT and coffin smoke, a flash, a molly towards new box. But they will have to fight against 3 defenders. All right, well, the first used just to bait out a bit of util. Now they can set up again for the double pump. So they baited out 1 smoke short. Here comes the second wave.
Flash spike, that's Glowing's plan, and look at the work they've done. They just run straight into the meat grinder of Dilladez and Seized. The flash supporting the project from Glowing.
Nice, he just needs to run and hide. 6 seconds left on the clock, wants to retain this AWP. Now hunting, Klax will be the closest, but
Yeah.
7 seconds. I'm not sure unless he just holds down that W key. He might 3, 2, 1, and didn't round the corner into the fight. Whew, and that B hit, it had nothing, did it? Nothing at all. It was pedestrian defense on that side. They didn't wince for a moment.
And the 2 rounds now in back-to-back fashion after seeing the frustrations on Forrester combined with this one where you've just, that's twice on your T side, you've had the call, you've been running into the site and it's just been over in what, 5 to 7 seconds? That will be deflating. A saved AWP and Tech9s to try and leave with the lead. Hank seized, throws aggression into the mix, now notes the AWP. Disbalance, what? He's missed that one. That was a dry peak. An opportunity to take down Icy. Don't think it's going to have too many ramifications. Caesar's actually still sticking around.
Yeah, quite frisky, isn't he? Well, they are top mid. Long smoke lands towards Library, and we saw iDISBALANCE play Library an awful lot. Actually, it's the 3-quarter, so another great clear and information. So now they know that the leak towards Arch is in play. Glowiing should be able to pick this up.
Clean. Disbalance is getting run at. The 5-7 can find Nickelback. Oh, just about 6-6. That is one hell of a recovery. You can see those 3 at the end.
Yeah, and I think the key with the 3 at the end here, as it's highlighted on our screen, was they took 1 casualty in 3 rounds. And the round where this all started, the way that they were able to level up the playing field is a round that we saw the frustrations of Forrest, the one that AMKAL definitely should have been able to pick up.
With 2 saved MP9s and some 5-7s.
Yeah, and just the right little stack. So they just walked into their death. It was that Clax Deagle shot through the smoke which started it. But yeah, just limp, I would say, at the moment from AMKAL. We move into Overpass next, and Nuke is that 3rd map if we need to get there. For Seized, he's the only member of his team to have played in a major before. We've highlighted just how many. Whereas on the other side, Nickelback side, him, Krad, Forrester, they've been there. But the likes of Travis and Icy have not. Well, let's see how we split the pistols or if both are going to fall in the favor of AMKAL. Thereby, it is going to be a pair of Julies on Travis. Icy with a smoke in his hand and a flash for Krad. On the other side, a little bit more util. Going to be a smoke and a molly for Seized, a smoke and 2 flashes for iDISBALANCE, and seems to be spotting T-stairs. The rest of them over towards second mid, and Forrester, he's actually glanced quite deep. Traditionally, you see the player run across spoiler for info, but he's standing to fight.
Yeah, and you can see they were trying to hide so that they could get a bit of a misinfo on his jump peak, but actually get some spotted.
Yeah, so if they were wanting to keep this one under wraps, that will not be the case. You can see how passive they are right now. Clax was even worried about a player pushing all the way down halls. So they're just making sure that AMKAL haven't been able to get away with any extra space. Clax very on edge, isn't he, about the possibility of the pushes. I guess with how passive this T-stairs start is, maybe mid could have been a leak too. And yeah, if this is a flash over the roof, that's what it feels like to me, that they are worried that players have pushed down the guts. Yeah, you see, look how quizzical they are, Alex.
Yeah, they're not sure what to expect from the setup, but it is rather standard start. Krad does think better of re-peaking. Now, Travis is going to have a lot to do here with Krad. Ooh, catching a bullet, a goosh immediately. Woo, clean with the Julies is Travis. Mission accomplished.
Oh, and he's actually relented. They're not going to know that the sandbag position is now free. 40 seconds on the clock. It's a passive stance over towards A. Their best bet with the real estate they have right now would be just to execute. Clax is making sure nobody's top mid, but as he pushes up, maybe he's thinking they've heavily rotated. Oh, and now I think that they just have to execute B. There's still a chance. If they execute B and they trade cleanly, they can still win this round.
Yeah, they have to get past Travis and Krad. Krad, low HP. A single bullet could do it. Travis tucked in on second orange, and Illides, ooh, does at least hit the shot before he hits the deck. Going for the plant now. Krad doesn't have the low HP. Yeah, to push that smoke, so he goes down as well. Disbalance and Seized now. Looking to finish this one off. Coming in from every angle. Nickelback does catch 1. Disbalance brings him down. 2 now hunting. They don't know where Seized is, but they're both playing towards the garden, and Disbalance plucks another as Forrester. It's been cut down. Fake and no problems here. Looks like 9 Pandas pistol, and it's getting worse for AMKAL.
Whoa, look at the yells from Dilladas there. That is a massive round to win, considering how that one started. Travis with the Julies over towards the sandbag. They were so worried about the push in towards second mid and mid. It felt like 9 Pandas had no control of that round. That was the opener I just discussed. The shot from Nickelback as well as Klax is like, well, we don't know where they are. Forrester even gets that freebie onto Dilladas. But it's this one here from Krad that I don't quite understand. And this, again, returns to the pressure of the environment, of the moment, of the fact it's an RMR. We're seeing so many misplays. They're so hard to categorize. The only thing I can put it up to is the pressure of the environment. Otherwise, it just makes no sense for players of this caliber in Counter-Strike to be making those decisions.
Yeah, your teammates were on their way. Felt like you had to do it all, did Krad. The pressure of knowing that you can secure yourself a spot at the Copenhagen Major, the first CS2 Major, by picking up the win today. That one leaves a little bit of a mark. Now
They're very fortunate, actually. That could have gone so much worse.
Imagine he dies and you get the assist immediately. Woof.
That could have been quite miserable. But considering AMKAL have force ball in, there's an awful lot riding for them in a round like this. So dissuaded towards B. They will exchange smokes. You can see Travis towards spawn. Yeah, there you go. Perfectly highlighted with the flash in case they did want to disrespect the block smoke from AMKAL. One of the things that I didn't like about watching 9 Pandas play the other day against Koi was they were executing a lot of the time from the darkness. They didn't really have any space or information that they just execute blindly into Koi.
Library and Arch smokes. Forrester tucking in towards a more aggressive stance in the apps. He's going to get shot in the backside. Comfortable find for Klax with the Mac. And oh, he actually doubles up, takes down Nickelback. And now Travis added to the naughty list. Another perfect conversion for 9 Pandas. 5 alive as Krad and Icy just look to maintain what little they have. A Scout and an MP9. And already it feels like AMKAL, they're going to start feeling pretty hard done by the way this is turned around.
Oh, Steves, I thought he was going to consider the hunt right there, but considering how the round started, we'll think better of it.
This is like 5 consecutive, including the change of health.
And it was a tilter, right? I could see on Krad's camera just how much Forrester was tilting after that round loss. And it was a massive fumble. Just walk up mid and get absolutely destroyed. So at this point for AMKAL, maybe a timeout just to have a bit of a breather. Might be slightly premature because they will just have this retained MP9 and Scout to work with into the next. Maybe before the guns come out. But Dilladas, you can see that big grin on his face. We've seen some sharp moments out of him so far this tournament. As it will not be a timeout called, understandably so. Now with the 2 MAC-10s... Oh, I tell a lie. They did. They did just call their second tactical timeout. It's just blipped on screen.
All right. Get yourself hydrated.
Yeah, and maybe just to have a bit of a breather, right? Because it has, as you mentioned, that spree of rounds. It all happened from a bit of a tilter. The game is definitely not over yet. Still plenty of rounds of Counter-Strike to play. It's a best-of-3 series. And you really don't want to already be thinking about, oh, it's all right, we're in the LCQ. As I said, burn the boats, Alex. Leave them behind. Don't be thinking of their way out or way back. Get it done right here, right now.
Timeout taken.
Yeah, so just seeing how far with what they do carry through, what they can make work. So a couple of smokes, a flash, and a Molotov. The Molotov is quite curious. That's in the hands of Nickelback. Let's see if they try and use this to set up a peak for Icy, right? If they try and corral 9 Pandas at some point. Now he's actually just heading over towards Banana with it. So going for Banana control. Krad's going to force through.
Ooh, yeah, rock in a hard place. C's has been tagged up. Frank's going for an aggressive maneuver on his own. Everyone else trapped T-stairs.
And it's going to force out a full rotation. But the key for 9 Pandas is keeping their cool. You don't need to just run into this. You've already been able to withstand the aggression over towards Banana. You can retake it back. You don't just need to, as I said, execute blindly.
But this is cheeky. 15. I mean, you've gone for an aggressive util and steps. And then you gamble back towards the A site, hoping that they do execute blindly. Maybe this is actually an indication that AMKAL are aware of some of the shortcomings of 9 Pandas T side, as you've been discussing.
Well, this is already good, right? They've cleared out logs and Broom with a molly. Now they're taking back the Banana control. Likely to see a boost up or at least a flash to facilitate this sandbag clear.
Boom.
Even if Krad drops this, I would still like to see them just finish towards B. You don't have to go through the smoke or anything crazy, but he doesn't have anything left. You've exhausted all of their block utility at this point, and they're still gambled over towards A now. 9 Pandas aren't to know that. Faking steps. They just fake the runaway steps.
That's nice. That's very nice. Krad's even leaving the site. The one player there is now going speedway, and they're going to start running. They're going to start moving. The smoke has faded. Klax is spotted. He's trying to wrap. And this is going to be Klax farming him up. Sure, you get one Krad, but here we go. Klax can't control the spray for more. Nickelback puts Klax down. And Mach 10 recovered.
Seized is low, but the bomb's down. This is a hard one to give away unless he gives away his life for free.
Forrester could finish off Seized here.
There's no reason to peek Seized.
No, not at all. Nickelback's going to be joining them. Icy moving back as well.
Oh, they're just playing for damage. They're not going for this.
Oh, there was a peek out of Seized. He had a look.
Ped doesn't realize how close he is to danger, does he?
I don't think he leaves it with this AK. There doesn't seem like there's a single way.
Oh, he's asking for a bodyguard. Escort me off the premises, please.
Well, confirmation of Icy, and it is survived by Glowing.
I want to keep moving, boys. They are hustling, and they will be able to retain these rifles. So Icy, nothing really for his troubles. A wallbang is the best he could offer as the round will subside. Now, we should see upgrades come through. I don't imagine they'll hold on to the Scout. Do they want to hold on to the Mach 10? Right, they could use that for some banana control, but at this point, it already feels like the game is getting away from you. I can see them buying in with a FAMAS. Okay, well, it is going to be 3 and 4s of FAMAS. Util quite important, an AWP for Icy, an AWP for iDISBALANCE. This is really where AMKAL need to start putting up a fight with on this CT side gun rounds, or the game has gotten away from them. Calm Molly, dissuade any CT aggressions. Boiler Molly, stalling out the T side default. So both teams, just with some delay tactics in the early stages of this, silently ascending up and towards the window, and Seized again, starting another round on sub HP. The poor guy can't catch a break. Forrester pumps him full of lead through the smoke on a fadeaway.
Oh, ooh. Forrester's holding on, fighting. But here's Icy, and he's got the orb now, puts Dilladez down. Disbalance needs to take this fight. Somehow he gets the first. He has to get Forrester down on the site. Will they expect this? Disbalance is clearing, and Disbalance is pulling his boys into a round. A triple kill on the orb. Combat from Disbalance.
He was ready for everything.
Everything.
Krad's gonna give it a go. He's got a kit and a smoke.
Yeah. Is he playing the fade, or is he pushing through? Glowing's ready for this. Oh, he's going to try and get himself up. Opportunity for a good angle onto Glowing. Glowing just looked away. Caught on the jump. Okay, 9 Pandas. Wow. Happy with that. It was a 4v5. You know, you lost Seized early. You still have Disbalance you can count on. You can see how that must feel so good. You know you've just put a round that can only be attributed to your handiwork.
But let's tally them up right now. Seized with the triple on the auto shotgun, plus Dilladez winning out the clutch with the MP9 in the first half.
Yep.
They have that MP9 round where they get nothing done. They save 2 of them. They upgrade lightly around it, and then they win with a stack top middle. And now you add that iDISBALANCE round into the mix. Actually, let's just talk about this first the T-side pistol round that they've just played as well, where they had number disadvantage. It was a 3v5. They won a 3v5 pistol. It's good vibe tribes for 9 Panda right now. Things are feeling schmick. It must be feeling beautiful because the type of rounds that you're winning, you shouldn't be.
This is how it started. This is how it started. And that shot from Icy was the last one he successfully could take. Disbalance just gets all 3. Clears out Forrester at the back of the site, and Glowing good for the close.
The Forrester one was impressive to me. The fact that he just didn't go, okay, well, you have the bomb, you can plan, I'll just go sit in pit and try and cover you. He was actually actively trying to clear out for his teammates. So good stuff from iDISBALANCE. There's a hodgepodge purchase for AMKAL.
Lot of damage there. That's a good, well-placed HE. Dilladez and Glowing limping.
We've got a streak of 7 rounds now. They just keep coming for 9 Pandas.
So it's a CT smoke that means nothing. Krad will peek over. Throws out the half-wall smoke to confirm it. Forrester pulling out the Nova.
If they go top middle and long side, which we've seen them do a couple of times, right? They've had the arch smoke and the library smoke. They will be able to avoid the shotgun.
Oh, Oh, Nickelback's
Coming
getting
through.
run. Yeah, get your guns out, lads. Krad needs another on the CZ. Not going to be able to do it. Going for a knife kill. What is happening?
Yeah, why?
What is happening? Are you aware of what's at stake
Why don't
here?
you just drop back and reload, bro?
That could work too. I know it takes a while. It does take a while, but it's a 3v3 now. You would have had the numbers advantage. Your teammates... Oh, counting on Forrester Hill. Oh, what? This balanced legs icy and he nails a P250 headshot.
24 HP in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, no, Glowing's in trouble.
Oh, he has found the open runway for this B split.
If you're Travis, though, by the time you've gotten cleared banana...
He should stay top
That's
banana,
what I'm saying, right? You're not getting... Like, unless Glowing goes nice route to ruins, maybe he can find an opportunity to plant. Travis should be able to find this every day of the week, though.
Yeah, Travis doesn't need to go anywhere,
Nope.
right? Travis essentially just needs to stick to his gun, sit in a corner, limit his angles, because right now you can see he's a little bit worried. It's going to be a defensive smoke and the molly, so plan to be nice. You'll take this. Icy and Forrester are low.
Do you have anything here, Glowing? Playing around the smoke.
Did Travis just smoke himself off?
Sticking around. Seems he may have done, yeah. Opts for new box. Molotov misses.
The spread.
No spread. Glowing, allowed to occupy from a missed utility piece, and now the time favors him. If he could just find this first, now he gets them off the bomb, doesn't choose to peek, he knows they're low HP, and now the one-on-one, he's only had 24 HP in a 1v3. Forrester doesn't have the time, and another tilter as 9 Pandas are sent to 11, thanks to Glowing.
Oh, I've discussed it several times in this game so far, but just the amount of uncharacteristic decisions that you see coming out of these teams. The pressure of the environment, that again, that's all I can put this down to. Like, what's Krad getting up to here, man? Just insane scenes. And then the fact that, Glowing had no idea there was a player top banana. Right? He had no idea there was a player top banana. He dropped a safe smoke to plant because he is saying, I do not know where the bad guys are. I am going to hope and pray right now. And then the other guy smoked himself off for 20 seconds.
And said, I'm here, by the way.
I'm coming from banana, bro. And it also meant that he could then take more proactive stances towards CT spawn.
Which has
And then they missed the molly new box.
The molly, yeah. It doesn't reflect well on AMKAL. He's chill.
He is. He should be.
He's just talking him through it, like, I'm going to flash you up top banana. Nickelback has one cocked for Krad.
Oh, if this finishes 13-6, we have to call this a collapse.
Yeah. I mean, consider how the scores looked at the start of the half. It was a 4-0 start.
The spree all started with that light by round top middle. But that's why we'd have to call it a collapse, just a mental capitulation from AMKAL.
Yeah. 3 to wrap up the CT side, and then you've got a run of 5, so 8 total since that round, or 7 since that round. 8 with it included.
They got top banana control somewhat. They're applying pressure over towards A as well. You see a moto smoke in the sky.
Can 9 Pandas convert cleanly? Is there anything more to be said about the AMKAL defense? Travis just got run on. Look at Diladez go. He is a beast. He's charging, though. They want to pressure Krad.
Time.
With only 15 seconds left, this feels like they may have taken a little too long about this. Wrapping in now 10, 9. Get the bomb in disbalance, covered by Clax. Glowing, however, just needs to take them off the bomb, covered by C's. They get it in. Oh, and it gets worse for AMKAL.
Wasn't a moto smoke at all. The library smoke facilitating that fight, just obliterating. Diladez, a huge opener. Wow. And then the time pressure, not a problem. Just all the bodies they needed. AMKAL.
Hey, listen, Seized, he studied under the school of Na'Vi. They'll run that clock down. It was a little bit of a pandemonium finish, but we got there.
Wow. What a turnaround. This is such a feel-good victory. 12 secures. Icy and Forrester just look to retain their weapons. Not a single round to their name on this half of play for AMKAL. Sure, a constellation frag there from Forrester, but that's all that is. Damn. Dilladez.
Yeah, you got to be happy with that.
What a blinder. And then you know you're against the clock. You just got to keep on moving.
Charging.
Well, they can drop guns, right? I mentioned the lost bonus situation, so there aren't any dramas as far as the buy is concerned. It's just this massive drought of rounds. Oh, and I like this. I like this a lot. The fact that they're going to take their second tactical timeout. They've still got one in the bag here at 9 Pandas. But just to discuss, boys, let's get over the finish line right here, right now. We have them against the ropes. Let's not give them any opportunity to get back into the game. Take those 30 seconds. Take a deep breath. Talk through the strategy. Make sure everybody understands exactly what you have to do, because as we glance at the round timeline at the top of the screen, this has been one-way traffic. The momentum is shifted. 9 Pandas just one round away from closing out this map pick.
See the scores on the doors. Forrester actually with the highest ADR in the server, but only 6 rounds to boast. Let's get into it.
Look, we talk about the ramifications of the details in MR12. The desk is just going to be recounting the type of rounds 9 Pandas won that they shouldn't have.
Yeah,
and
right.
that has just made all the difference in this game.
Like you need 2 hands to count. As 9 Pandas can finish this one cleanly.
And head on to their map choice of Overpass
They've
next.
forgotten what it feels like to lose rounds.
And no matter the circumstance, they've been able to pull it off.
Is this it? On the map pick of
He made a
AMKAL.
step, didn't he? Caesars aware, someone was close.
Yeah. So an audible cue.
4 towards A from AMKAL.
This
Good
is
rotation.
An interesting strat. Now, they took a timeout for this. Icy is holding. This is not going to be easy
Need
to
to be
force
good
them off this
flashes.
line. They have to be fantastic flashes. And with the loss of Forrester, maybe Icy gets distracted.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's tucked into the site. He nails the first. He's got to stay dynamic here, but Dilladez already passed his line. They push in the smokes, and down goes Travis. Down they go. AMKAL missing, absent. Their map pick. And dead silence after the fumble up mid.
Oh, just a collapse. A catastrophe unfolding as glowiing will get the final frag. That is 13-6 scoreline. Blown out and mentally destroyed.
Got to be happy with that one. Dilladez on your screens. Clax as well, hitting some digs. Everyone on 9 Pandas had delivering in their moments. glowiing with a 1v3. I mean, sure, somewhat of a mistake